we are sitting with Elrond. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Lord of the Rings Online. I'm Drake Adams, and we're nailing. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode here. We are, completely disrespecting the House of Elrond. I mean, we definitely don't want to disrespect Lord Elrond here, so let's go ahead and get off his table. But we are taking a seat in this peaceful, lovely library. We are going to continue on with the quest of gathering the Rangers to, form the Grey Company. Actually, let's go ahead and open up a gift to start off the episode. We get some coins and some virtue. And what's this? We actually have an armor thing here. We don't have enough space to utilize it. Legendary shards will go. Buy legendary shards. Will that give us... No, those are different types of coins. Still not enough space. What is this? Finesse? We'll use that finesse. Do we have anything else? No, we want to keep that. How about speed? We'll take that. Still nothing to make room. Oh, we have this. Shade Ender. Adds a deed slayer. Slayer of the deeds. Actually, of the dead, actually. Let's just stop being goofy now. I'll cease being goofy for the rest of this episode. How about that? Let's go ahead and use the Shade Ender. I think, we don't have anything added to any of our weapons here. So, okay, to kill shades. I feel like shades we would be doing range damage to, so let's go and put that on Far Lance. Let's do that. Cool. And now, hopefully we have enough space. Still not enough space. This is... Wow. What else? Any other consumables that we can use that's just taking up one slot? What's up with this cloak? Oh, it's a stealth cloak. We can go ahead and do the more speed. How about that? Now do we have space? This is going to be a whole lot... Click the coin. This is going to be a lot of armor stuff. What? What could this be? Oh, map to Dunland. Okay, how about this? We don't need this javelin at this point. Come on, we gotta do this. What's in this? What's in the box? What's in the box? Actually, yeah, we don't need that many potions there. These are old ones, right? Level 45, that's level 60. Okay, you're gone. We're gonna open this thing if it's the last thing we do. Okay. I mean, what else could they possibly be giving us? You know what? Level 61, Warden Spirit. You're out of here. Okay. Look at this. 8 spots. 9 spots. 9? Oh my god. Jesus, what in the world is this nonsense? Let's check this out. What if it looks like really cool, though? Okay, no, I'm sorry, there. Alright, let's bring up the dressing room here and try on all this stuff that's taking up all the spots. Okay, let's see here. I mean, it's okay. Nothing, whoa, okay. I mean, okay, you got a cool little belt. It's kind of, how do I get it? Check out the headpiece. That's actually kind of cool. I like this part. But, I mean, man. Shoulders, pretty generic here. Chest piece. I wonder how it, as with all the things that I say, how does it die? And you can't dye any of it. Garbage. Okay. You are out of here. Yeah, we're not going to use any of those items. Look at that. We made all that space just for that. But, okay, let's go ahead and... Without further ado, start off the, storyline for this episode here. See what's going on. Pretty excited.
A strange fate brings you hither.
By your efforts, the summons was brought throughout Eriador, Nilin, and now the Dunedain have responded. Many of their number have come to Imladris, and they prepare to depart for the southern lands, that they may come to Aragorn in his time of need. You will ride with them. if you see fit to do so, but I have been made aware that my daughter desires first to speak with you. She is in Imdolen, on the slope north of Imladris, overlooking the road that climbs up into the Misty Mountains. Yes, we know where that is. Good, let's go see to Arwen. Arwen, the Evening Star? Is that right? Whoa. Got a little... I thought we were outside already. It's like, no, we're still in here. Oh. Go shake it off. Nice. Cool. So before we can head south along with the Rangers, we're going to go meet with Arwen. I wonder if she's going to give us that brooch to give to Aragorn. Or was that strictly a movie thing? Was that only in the films? Or was that in the books as well? I feel like that was in the books. I feel like actually it's kind of like the flip. Like that was like basically the only thing in the books that really tied Aragorn and Arwen together. And from that, they basically made a whole romance plotline, or they kind of just like really filled it out because, you know, we need romance in Hollywood films. But yeah, I feel like that's how it was. It's been a little while since I've done a read-through of Lord of the Rings, but I know they kind of mentioned like, yeah, they could have had a thing, but Aragorn's like mortal and stuff, but it wasn't as like played up as it was in the movies. But I could be wrong. If anyone's watching that has a really strong knowledge of Lord of the Rings lore, don't hesitate to kind of correct me or fill in some of the gaps there, because I'm definitely interested in it. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're up here. She just likes to hang out up on this hillside there. Just put out vibes. It's kind of interesting because it's pretty far away from everybody. It just likes to get away from it all, you know. And I think, yeah, so even further up, she's going to be out there. There are guards posted up all along the way. So this is like a common thing that she's likely to do. And who can blame her? Check this out. Let's not fall. I think we came at a great time too with these colors, with the sun setting. A lot of reasons why I love this game after so many years.
My own undertaking has come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer.
You've returned from your errand, Nilin, and have come to speak with me, as I asked. My delight cannot be hidden, friend Hobbit, for my own undertaking has also come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer. Arwen solemnly hands you a tall staff wrapped closely with a black cloth bound with tongs. Ah, yes, it wasn't just a brooch, it's like a full-on staff thing. A scepter or something like that. I made this gift for Aragorn. The days are short, and it may be that our hopes will soon be ended. This standard I have made for him will fly aloft at a time of his choosing, and he will know for what he fights. May it bring courage to my Elfstone and those with whom he stands. Bring this gift and my words to Halbarad by the stables of Imladris, for he has consented to bear them both on the journey south. Nice, okay. Nice and quick, nice and easy. So now onto the stables. I wonder if it'd be faster if we were to swift travel, like muster travel to the middle of Rivendell and then ride to the stables. But, you know, no. We won't do that. Kind of takes away some of the immersion of the story play right now. We're in full RP mode right now as we ride through the hills of Rivendell and overlook all of Imladris in its glory. So yeah, it's actually a kind of like a banner bearer or something he puts in his horse as a token, a favor, milady's favor, which is nice. I like that. It's a very romantic thought, isn't it? It's kind of some of the fun stuff about knights and ladies and castles and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, the Middle Ages is a really dark and horrific period of time, but it's nice that we use this to kind of romanticize it somehow. Let's see, look at Halbarad.
I will carry this burden on our journey.
It looks all grim and black. You bring both a gift and a message for my chief from the Lady Arwen? I see. Halbarad listens as you recount Arwen's words and gravely accepts the standard you carry. I will carry this burden on our journey. It will come to Aragorn, though all the perils of our road lie in between. When will this standard be unfurled, I wonder, and against what sky will it be raised aloft?
All is nearly ready.
Okay. All is nearly ready, but we have some people to talk to. All is nearly ready, Nilin. While I finish the final preparations for our departure, I ask that you speak with some of those who will accompany us south. Ensure that they are prepared for the road and rested enough for the first leg of our journey. I saw Guladir just to the northeast some minutes ago, speaking with Elrohir. Renadir was just just to the east of the two of them beneath the footbridge. Lothrandir is just across the way, speaking to his horse Mithil. He knows a great deal about the lands through which we must pass. Ask him if he has any further information about the road which may help us move with haste. Once you have spoken with those four, find Candath by the stable gate and speak with him about what lies ahead. Okay. This might be a very dialogue-heavy episode, but that's kind of fine. It's nice. We've been running around non-stop, so it's good to get a little break. Just like Ryu Hayabusa over here.
Mithul is ready for the next leg of the journey.
Mithul is ready for the next leg of the journey, Nilin. Indeed, his kind may be more prepared for what awaits us than the others of this company. After all, Mithul's eyes will be to the road underfoot, watching for loose stones and wind-blown branches. The eyes of the Dunedain must be to the horizon, keeping watch for foes that may seek to slow our errand. I have spoken with Halbarad and the sons of Elrond about the road that we will take. South through the Trollshalls and into Aragion, there to the rest of Ekad Aragion before passing into Enedwaith. A number of Dunlending tribes called the area home when I last journeyed those lands. Some were friendly to outsiders, but most were not. The Drag Luth, the Hebog Luth, they are those you would be wise not to cross, and I will do my best to ensure that the Great Company does not entangle with them. Okay, so there's some Dunlendings that we have to avoid.
My horse Legimbod is rested and ready for the next leg of the journey.
My horse Legingbog is rested and from the ride out of Angmar. Actually, I was going to try to just say what he said, but now I realize actually it's different script here. Let's try this again. My horse Legingbod is rested from the ride out of Angmar, and he is ready to undertake the next leg of the journey. His saddlebags are as light as I could make them, while still keeping the supplies we need. Guladir takes a small pendant from one of his pockets and idly passes it from one hand to the other as he looks about the yard. This refuge has not changed in the many years since I came here, but I surely myself must be unrecognizable. So much has happened, so little of it good. But the ride here was a marvel, and I could feel the weight of the past falling from my shoulders with the feel of the breeze upon my face. Legimbod delighted in the speed, and I delighted with him. The southward journey will do us both some good. I'm ready to be off again. Looks like he might finally be able to, not really get over what's been happening to him, but at least try to, focus on other things, Try to stay busy. The townsperson hanging out with LOTRO here.
My father had some curious words for me.
My father had some curious words for me on the eve of this, our departure for the southern lands. LOTRO here gazes down the hill, deep in thought. He said that the time is approaching when we can no longer hold back, when we must do more than defend against the actions of the enemy. He said that the time is coming when we may need to wager everything on a final throw, and by so doing we will have done all that we can. Better a death in far-off lands in the service of a chance, however small, than death at home a certainty. We may not return from this journey, Nilin. My brother and I are at peace with that. I hope that you and these Dunedain are as well, for I would counsel any who would not stay behind. That is an interesting element of this. The fact that Elrond is having his sons help in the fight instead of just traveling west. Don't think that's really touched on much in the books. It's just they're around, but it doesn't say that's pretty much a sacrifice for the leader of the elves to if everyone else is going west, but he's letting his son stay and fight. That's kind of interesting, huh?
I will do my duty with no complaint, and Glorrengur will do the same.
Glorrengur did not break a sweat in the short ride from Thornhad here to Rivendell. He was ready to begin even yesterday. I could say the same for myself. I returned to Thornhad to say goodbye to El-Willeth, but I could not find her anywhere at the camp. I had meant to return this hairpin she had given me, but perhaps she feared the farewells. I suppose I did as well. We will soon set forth. Do not know what the future will bring, but I will do my duty with no complaint, and Glorrengur will do the same. Renadier, ready to do what he has to do. Things weren't too hard for him. Let's see, here's Candath.
Everyone is nearly ready to ride.
Everyone is nearly ready to ride. The Dunedain, the sons of Elrond, and Nilin, loyal Hobbit. Are you familiar with our history, Nilin? As you are joining us on this journey, surely to go down in the annals of the Dunedain, I would have you hear some of it, if you have not already. We have had some moments. Let me tell you some of our history, that you may understand the weight of that which we are about to do.
I have been pleased to record much of the history of the Dunedain.
It's known to the Grey Company. Perfect. Ooh, the House of Isildur. This sounds kind of cool. See, we got a title. Known to the Grey Company. We're actually going to make that our active. It's kind of cool. Being a part of the Grey Company actually sounds like something Nilin would be proud of. Humble hobbit that he may be deep down, this is kind of touched on a little bit. Being included. The early years of the Third Age saw the deaths of Isildur and his eldest sons. But his line was not ended, for his youngest son was kept safely here in Rivendell. He was raised far from danger and came to rule the North Kingdom. His descendants would not know peace, for the Nazgûl were to reappear, and their chief would wage war upon the men of the West. In the year 1974 of the Third Age, the armies of the Witch King seized Fornost. The North Kingdom was no more, and its ruler Arvedwyl fled northward to Forkel. but there he was lost, along with the heirlooms of his house. Some of the Dunedain journeyed into the icy waste to recover them. Do you wish to hear of their quest? Yes I do. House. Oh, okay, I thought we could change different things here. Okay, and we're going to be a member of House Isildur.
In the year 1975 of the Third Age, a party of Dunedain, led by the brothers Lyganed and Hyador, traveled north into Forochel to reclaim the relics left behind in the flight from the wreck of Fornost.
Check out what our skills are. Righteousness Arrow. These arrows will make the servants of the eye burn. Servants of the eye. Dunedain Strike. Dagger throw. This is cool. Ooh, stealth. Rangers in the north have always been skilled at becoming unseen when they wish to be. The invisible man. What else we got here? Dunedain Mark. The Dunedain excel at stalking their prey, and few indeed can escape their notice. The skill is the prerequisite for fly true. So we do this, so we mark them and then fly true. This shot can only be used against a foe that bears the Dunedain mark, but once marked, the enemy takes devastating damage. The skill can only be used from stealth. It will never miss against on-level creatures, on a target. Okay. Oh, it never misses. Subtracts 100% of maximum power. Wow. Fly true. That's... Jeez, the Dunedain are really strong. And what's this? Blood of the Dunedain. Strength of morale has long been a noted feature of the line of Elros. This will restore morale. So you go in stealth, then you mark them, and then you fell them. Okay, can we get out of this? There we are. Okay. We have come this far without incident, Lyganed, but the road north is certain to become more dangerous. Little is known of the snowmen of Forochel, but if they are opposed to the Witch King, we will surely find them to be allies. Still, the ship bearing Arvidui should have returned by now, and its absence fills me with worry. We must press onward no matter what we find. The sooner we learn what has befallen King Arvidui, the sooner we may leave this cold land. There are worms on the rise ahead, Lyganed. Use your skills at remaining unseen and clear a path for us, that we may bring the wagon up the road safely. The trade goods the trade goods we bring may loosen the tongues of the snowmen as to the fate of our king. Okay. It wants us to remain stealthy. Maybe these worms like hit really hard.
Lyganed's ability to remain unseen was unrivaled in the north.
Unrivaled in the north. What about the king of the north? Okay. So we mark them. March. How long does this last? It stays. And then we fell them. Oh. Still alive. Die. Now you die. Range skill. Okay. And then we have another arrow. Got it. Hoo. Ho. Ah. Take him down. It's kind of cool. I want to be a Dunedain. So, frosty area here. Okay. checking out some more of this scenery. Are there only 4 more worms total? We want to kill extra. That would be nice. Nice, we didn't pull that guy. Oh, that's a range.
Lygonid worked quickly, and soon half of the worms were defeated. Only 3 remained.
I like how they're keeping commentary up with like the status of our quester. What happens if we get really low on health, like we don't attack at all, and the worms just start working us? Lygonid was about to die, for he was not attacking, strangely enough. That'd be kind of funny. Nope. Get. Yeah, he's strong. He's kind of slow though. His skills are slow, but I guess that makes sense. He's stealthy, not super fast. Boom. Nice.
Lygonid cleared the path of the winter worms and returned to Hyardor.
Oh, okay. Gotta go back. We don't have any sort of sprint or mount. I guess there wouldn't be a mount here. We're walking up and we have wagons and stuff. Look at Lygonid. Lygonid. Okay, Lygonid can jump. Very good, Lygonid. Now that the worms have cleared from the path, we can resume our journey northward into Forakel to learn what we may learn.
The small party continued north, coming at last to the shores of the Ice Bay.
Whoa, okay, this is cool. We have come to the end of our road, Lygonid. Look there. The ship that was to carry King Arvidwi back home lies in ruin. Wish now as you were never to have before. Wish that he was not aboard the vessel when it broke apart. We cannot tarry here, though dread lies heavily upon my heart. Hurry, Lygonid. There are people ahead, but no sign of our king.
But even as they raced along the shore, they knew what awaited them. Hasika, the chieftain of that people, simply shook his head.
You are the people of the tall king.
It was not a question. The Dunedain had been expected.
See, if you speak of King Arvidwi, know that he is our liege. What has become of him? The tall king sheltered with us for a time, until the great sea monster came. We warned him not to climb atop it. Our shamans smelled danger in the air. He did not listen. Is it a sea monster, or are they calling the ship a sea monster? The power of the Witch King is very strong in winter. His ice broke the sea monster's back. Okay, yeah. Who now will rule your people? Did the tall king have no sons?
Lygonid explained then to Hasika that Arvidwi had a son. The line would continue.
Move this over here. I'm glad the tall king had a son to continue his rule. Long may his heirs rule their faraway peoples. He spoke of great treasures and valuable things. He said they were carried upon the sea monster's back, and that they could be used against the Witch King for the betterment of both our peoples. But now all are lost. Nothing comes back out of the frozen water. Only the treasure he gave me remains. Ooh, okay. What is that? Is that a symbol of his heritage of that line? Before he left this at his peril, the tall king gave me a ring. He said it had no power, but his people would give much to have it back. It must be the ring of Barahir. It possesses no power save its value as an heirloom of the house of Isildur, but its value in ancientry cannot be doubted. Did King Arvidui have some sense of the fate that awaited him? Surely not, but it is curious that this ring has escaped where he was unable. We have brought great store of provision with us. We will barter for the return of the ring, and it will go south with us, though its master cannot. We must be content with that.
It was in this way that the Ring of Barahir was saved. For more than 900 years, the descendants of Arvidui ruled as chieftains of the Dunedain.
We're in the Edmores. We are almost there, Kurugur. For good or ill, I fear that we will not find Arador, our chieftain, still alive, but we cannot call off the pursuit until we know for certain. The hill trolls of the Edmores make their homes here on the troll height, and the tracks led into the cleft just ahead. I will climb the rise and scout the area from above. There are goblins in these parts as well. I'll leave their fates up to you, but know that the trolls must be our main concern. Good fortune, Kurugur. May we not be too late for our chief. Defeat hill trolls.
In the year 2930 of the Third Age, Arador, the chieftain of the Dunedain, was taken captive by hill trolls.
Taken captain by hill trolls.
Kurugur and Glengon, two of his closest allies, journeyed far into the Edmores to rescue him.
Sounds like a tough lot. Oh, these are trolls? Okay. They're more like goblins, huh? Yeah, those are trolls. Can we... Is it possible that we take too many of these guys? Yeah, these actually are kind of hurting, huh? Okay. Let's not take too many. Let's see, how much does this heal do? Okay, not a whole lot. So we are not a warden. We are a ranger. Good to know. Come on, take him down. Kind of miss the speed of our warden attacks. Yeah, it definitely won't do. Whoa, we have lost a lot of power for us to actually die in this telling of the story.
Kurugur carefully dealt with the goblins he encountered.
Okay, good. So these are goblins. We may want to wait while our power gets restored. Okay, nice. Came back. Doing some ranged attacks actually help. Here we go. Whoa. Boom. Whammy. Boop. Don't let them parry you. That's embarrassing.
The goblins would long whisper of the shadow that cut down their fellows that day.
Oh my god. Can't go in stealth while I have this wound. Okay. Blocked. I liked our other guy. Our other guy was doing better. These guys are blocking and avoiding way too many of our hits here.
one more. Nice. Nice clean strike.
The goblins fell before him, and Koragur came to the den of the hill trolls.
Oh, whoa, we have to kill these guys. Okay. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna die here. Oh no, yeah, we have to kill these guys. They all have the same health? Okay. Oh gosh, come on. This is gonna be slow going. Hopefully we can do this. And not run out of power. Okay, that heal works. This guy's almost dead. Whatever fiery burn I put on him is actually really good. So we need to try to get that on. I think it's the arrow. Yeah, so the arrow does it. Okay, so let's burn this guy as well. Didn't work. Okay, burn him. There you go. Okay. So we should be good now, although our power is all but gone. We'll just auto attack at this point. Man, Rangers use up a lot of power. Come on. Is that a nail in his foot? Like it comes and then it goes. Oh, maybe that was actually one of my weapons. Like an arrow or something. Alright, he's almost down. Come on. Oh, go. Get him! Jump up and smack him. And there we
The
go.
hill trolls were defeated, but it was too late. The chieftain of the Dunedain was dead.
No! Why? Oh no! Eredor! Eredor! Alas, we are too late. Eredor has been slain. Curse these vile trolls. Glangon wipes away a tear and composes himself as best he may. His son Arathorn is chieftain of the Dunedain now, though he may not want it. And him newly married as well. There's nothing for it, Kurgur. We must return with the sad news. I pity Arathorn for the responsibility that now falls to him, but we must console ourselves with the knowledge that the line of Isildur will continue. What a sorrow if it were to end in this world. May Arathorn reach a different fate than his father. Let none come to this troll height without remembering the fate of the chieftain of the Dunedain. From this point forward, this height will be known as Eriador's End, and will be a warning to all.
The Rangers fervently hoped that Arador's son, Arathorn, would rule long as their chief, but it was not to be. 1 year after the birth of his son Aragorn, Arathorn was slain by orcs, and his wife fled to Rivendell.
I didn't know that about Aragorn's father. It's all new information. It's pretty cool, getting more backstory. Ooh, here's Aragorn. Young-ish Aragorn, huh? We have been friends for many years, Tugon, and we have explored the wildlands of Eriador together. Your friendship means a great deal to me. But I have said nothing for which you should be angry with me. I have told you before that I plan to adventure in the Southlands, then to return when I have done the deeds worthy of my father and grandfather. You cannot come with me, my friend. Take a look around at where we are at. If I am to lead the Dunedain, needs must I perform feats worthy of that obligation. It is something I must do alone.
In the year 2956 of the Third Age, Aragorn was about to make an important acquaintance.
I wish to see the great kingdoms of the south. Who is that on the road ahead? A few travelers take this way. You are a long way from Hold, old man. What brings you to this road?
The old man smiled with amusement.
What you say is true. Might be also said of you, Aragorn, son of Arathorn. How do you know my name? No, hold, Tugon. I do not believe this man is our enemy. I know a great deal about you. I know that you were fostered by Elrond of Rivendell after the death of your father. I know that he has told you something of your noble lineage. I know, too, that he has given you heirlooms of your house, the shards of Narsil and the ring of Barahir. But how do you know these things, old man? I know because it is my business to know. I am Gandalf.
Yes, it was Gandalf, and if Aragorn in his youth spoke roughly, the wizard surely forgave him.
Gandalf the Grey. What's going on, Gandalf? There are things great in store for Aragorn, your chieftain, Tugon, but he must arrive at them in his own time. It is the solemn duty of all the Dunedain to protect him, for he is descended from Isildur in line unbroken, and one day he must rule in Gondor. Gandalf smiles with amusement, peering at you from underneath his eyebrows. Bushy eyebrows. But these are mighty words, and the time is still far off. We all have work to do before the day comes, and not just Aragorn, and not just, in our small way, the wizards, but you as well, Tugon. You will not travel with Aragorn on this journey into the kingdoms of the south, for he has made up his mind, but you still have your role to play. In friendship, you will carry it out and have victory, I am certain, for that is a weapon no servant of the enemy fully understands. Elrond had spoken to me of Gandalf the Grey, and I am ashamed I did not recognize him at first, Tugon. Still, he has warmth, though perhaps he tries to hide it. There were many things I wanted to ask him, but should we ever meet, but now I cannot think of any. What a chance meeting! Let us continue on to Lothlorien, and perhaps then I will remember the questions I want to ask. The meeting of Aragorn and Gandalf. It's nice. Some of the things you get from this game that you can't really get other ways is just like an extension of the story of The Lord of the Rings. I'm actually really glad that we did that. It's pretty cool. I want more. I want to do some what's that called? Session play? I want to do some session play with Frodo, with Schmeagol. I feel like that would be cool stuff. What's it got in its pockets, sis?
All of the Dunedain have played their parts. So it will be with us.
And so it was that Aragorn, heir of Isildur through unbroken line down the long years, began his friendship with Gandalf, the Grey Pilgrim. He will be known by the sword that he bears, Andúril, Flame of the West, and by the ring of Barahir, once lost but since regained. It is the task of the Dunedain, and indeed of all friends of Arathorn, to ensure that he safely comes into his birthright. We will not question if this is a time for his ascension to the kingship. It must be so. Ride with us, for we ride into history, Leganed and Eredul, Kurugul and Glangon, all are remembered for the parts they play in the great drama of the age. So it will be with us. So it would be.
Speak with Halbarod to see if he has any advice before we depart.
Ooh, okay. Some of the Dunedain have already begun to ride. Nilin, speak with Halbarod at the stables to see if he has any advice for the rest of us. I feel like everyone's already given all of the advice, haven't they?
We will all gather again for a rest at Gwingris in Eregion.
Okay. Our preparations are complete, and some of the Dunedain have already mounted their horses and begun to ride. You do the same, or engage one of the horses at these stables, and we will be off. Lothrindir and I have chosen a course that will take us south in several legs, the first of which leads south through the Trollshalls and into Eregion. We will meet up at Gwingris in Eregion, Nilin. We will have a rest. Alright. I think we will have a rest even before that journey. Unless, does this take us right there? Horse. One of Dale's horses that can guide you to the encampment is a Highmore. Nope. Alright, I don't think there's immediate travel there. You'd probably have to do a full ride. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Actually saw some cool stuff. Oh, actually, we got more gifts. We got more gifts. Let's go ahead and open these as we end the episode. And we got gold. Oh, we didn't really get anything good though, huh? Nope. Nothing too crazy there, but we'll take this XP. So yeah, we saw a nice little story about the House of Isildur, and I'm just going to take some time to kind of take that all in. I didn't know that Forkel played so much of a role in, I guess, the kind of construction of this tale of like keeping the line and lineage alive for a little bit, and then the fall of Isildur's heir up in the far north. So that's pretty interesting to find out. And then yeah, I've done stuff or seen things in the Ettenmoors and seen that, like, what, Arathorn's End or whatever. I didn't realize that's why it was called that, so that's also interesting. So, yep, pretty cool. I'm liking the way the story's going, and can't wait to continue this and just get more and more. I mean, obviously we're having fun playing the game and killing orcs and trolls and stuff, and I'm really liking the story right now. So, might take my time and just really kind of go through all the dialogue and just kind of really, like, as if it's like reading a whole separate book. So this is really cool. But we're going to go ahead and end the episode there. I'm tearing on. And as always, I've been Drake Adams, and you guys have been great. Until next time, take care.